Have you ever wondered what happens in the moments after someone dies, long before the funeral? What if the scenes are far more gruesome, strange, and heart-wrenching than anything you could ever imagine? A new book peels back the curtain on one of the world's most hidden professions, forcing us to confront not just death, but the very meaning of our own lives. Welcome back to DreamAIReview. Today we're not just reviewing a book. We're stepping into a world that most of us will never see. We're diving into Hello, I'm a Corpse Collector by an author known only as Senior Brother. This isn't just a collection of scary stories. It's a raw, unflinching look at the job of handling the deceased, filled with real-life experiences that are as terrifying as they are profoundly moving. In a world obsessed with success, glamour, and living forever, this book forces us to pause and ask a vital question: are we truly living? Stay with us as we uncover the powerful lessons hidden within its pages and discover how they can change the way you see your own life, starting today. The job of a corpse collector is one shrouded in mystery and misconception. It's a profession that exists in the shadows, called upon when ordinary life comes to an abrupt and often tragic end. These individuals, typically part of a funeral home's staff, don't just handle peaceful passings. They are summoned by the police to scenes of accidents, suicides, and lonely deaths, where the reality is far from serene. Their work begins where our comfort zone ends. Imagine being called to a scene where a body has been undiscovered for days or even weeks. The sights, the smells, the sheer emotional weight of the environment. It's a reality that demands an extraordinary level of courage and mental fortitude. Hello, I'm a Corpse Collector doesn't just tell you about this job, places you right in the middle of it. Through a series of gripping real-life accounts, the author, Senior Brother, guides you into a world few have the stomach to enter. You'll walk alongside him as he navigates scenes of unimaginable horror, confronts decomposing remains, and even encounters inexplicable events that seem to blur the line between the living and the dead. Each story is a step deeper into this hidden world, revealing the unvarnished truth about what it means to be the last person to care for someone after they've gone. This isn't a job for the faint of heart. It's a calling that requires a unique blend of bravery, respect, and profound emotional resilience. The book is a collection of stories that will linger in your mind long after you've finished reading. These are not your typical ghost stories. They're real, visceral experiences that are as horrifying as they are deeply human. Take, for instance, the story titled Fingernails Scratching the Body Bag. The name alone sends a shiver down your spine, hinting at a scene so disturbing it defies easy explanation. Then there's The Girl on the Ceiling, an account that mixes the supernatural with the tragic reality of a life cut short. And The Devil's Call, a story that explores the darkest corners of human despair. Each narrative is crafted to evoke a primal sense of dread, pulling you into the chilling atmosphere of the scene. But just when the horror becomes almost unbearable, the author reveals the profound human element at the core of each tragedy. Beyond the gruesome details and terrifying encounters, these are stories about people. They are stories of sudden goodbyes, of families shattered by loss, and of the silent, poignant moments of separation. You feel the pain of the loved ones left behind, the confusion, the grief, and the unanswered questions. The author masterfully balances the shocking and the sorrowful, showing that even in the most horrifying circumstances, there is a powerful story of love, loss, and humanity waiting to be told. These accounts serve as a stark reminder that behind every grim scene is a life that was lived in a circle of people whose world has been irrevocably broken. It's crucial to understand that Hello, I'm a Corpse Collector is not a work of fiction. This is not a thriller designed for cheap scares or a mind-bending novel meant to confuse. It is a raw, realistic, and at times brutal documentation of the job of cleaning and collecting the deceased. The author pulls no punches. He gives you an unvarnished look at the profession, warts and all. Through his unflinching narrative, you gain a profound understanding of the immense difficulties these workers face daily. You're not just told that the job is hard, you are shown why. The author recounts scenes with a stark honesty that can be difficult to read, but is essential for truly grasping the reality of this work. He describes the physical challenges, like handling corpses that weigh over 150 kilograms, and the emotional toll of confronting scenes of violence and decay. Amidst this harshness, a surprising sense of humanity emerges. You see the respect with which the collectors treat the deceased, the compassion they show to grieving families, and the quiet dignity they bring to their work. This is a job that could easily breed cynicism, but instead, it often reveals a deep well of empathy. By refusing to sanitize the gruesome details, the author allows us to feel the full weight of this profession, helping us appreciate the humanity that can be found in the most unlikely of places. It's a powerful and humbling look at a job that is as essential as it is overlooked. While the stories in Hello, I'm a Corpse Collector are shocking, the book's true power lies in the profound lessons it teaches about life itself. This is not simply a collection of macabre tales. It is a meditation on life, death, and what it means to be human. The author skillfully weaves philosophical reflections into his accounts, transforming gruesome scenes into opportunities for deep introspection. He uses the finality of death to illuminate the value of life, prompting readers to look inward and reevaluate their own existence. The book doesn't offer easy answers or simple platitudes. Instead, it presents the raw reality of mortality and invites you to draw your own conclusions about how to live more meaningfully. Through the lens of his extraordinary profession, the author encourages us to confront the big questions we often avoid. What is the value of a single day? How do we find meaning in the face of suffering? And how can we live in a way that honors the precious gift of being alive? These lessons are not preached. They are revealed through the quiet dignity of the work and the heartbreaking stories of those who have passed on. The book serves as a powerful reminder that the greatest insights about life can often be found by looking directly at death. One of the most immediate and powerful takeaways from this book is the urgent call to appreciate life. The stories are filled with sudden departures, accidents, unexpected illnesses, and tragic choices that cut lives short in an instant. These accounts are not just sad. They are a stark and visceral reminder of how fragile our existence truly is. Reading about someone who is alive one moment and gone the next forces you to confront the reality that tomorrow is never guaranteed. It makes you cherish the simple, ordinary moments of your own life, the morning coffee, the conversation with a friend, the feeling of the sun on your skin. The book strips away the trivial worries and daily frustrations, reminding us of the incredible privilege of simply being here. It's a wake-up call to stop postponing joy, to stop saving things for a special occasion, and to live more fully in the present. The lesson is clear and undeniable. No matter how difficult your circumstances may be, being alive is a gift. Don't waste a single moment of it. Live with intention, with gratitude, and with the awareness that every day is a precious opportunity to experience the world. The second profound lesson from Hello, I'm a Corpse Collector is learning how to face death with a new perspective. In our modern culture, death is often treated as a failure, a taboo subject to be avoided at all costs. We fear it, we deny it, and we do everything in our power to keep it out of sight and out of mind. This book directly challenges that avoidance. It immerses you in the reality of death, not to scare you, but to demystify it. By walking through these stories with the author, you begin to see death not as a monstrous unknown, but as a natural, inevitable part of the life cycle. The book teaches that facing the reality of our own mortality isn't morbid. It's liberating. Understanding and accepting that our time is limited is what gives our life meaning, urgency, and purpose. It helps us prioritize what truly matters and let go of what doesn't. The stories show that death is not just an ending. It is a powerful teacher. It teaches us about love, about regret, about courage, and about the impact we have on others. By learning to look at death calmly and without fear, we can learn how to live more bravely, more authentically, and more meaningfully. Finally, the book beautifully explores the importance of separation. Life is a continuous series of hellos and goodbyes. We meet people, we form connections, and inevitably, we part ways. Sometimes these partings are temporary, but other times, they are final. The stories in Hello, I'm a Corpse Collector are filled with the raw, heart-wrenching pain of these final separations. We witness the grief of families saying goodbye to a loved one for the last time, and it evokes a deep sense of empathy and sorrow. However, the book doesn't just dwell on the pain. It also highlights the profound lessons that come from these goodbyes. Each separation, no matter how painful, teaches us something valuable. It teaches us about the depth of our love, the importance of expressing our feelings, and the resilience of the human spirit. The book helps us understand that these moments of partying, as difficult as they are an indispensable part of the human experience. They shape who we are, deepen our capacity for compassion, and remind us to cherish the people in our lives while we still have them. Acknowledging the inevitability of separation encourages us to make our connections more meaningful and to never take a single shared moment for granted. So let's recap the life-changing lessons from Hello, I'm a Corpse Collector. First, appreciate the life you have right now. Cherish every ordinary moment because it is a gift. Second, face the idea of death not with fear, but as a teacher that can help you live more meaningfully. And third, understand that separation is a natural part of life that teaches us the true value of our connections. Remember, the goal isn't to become an expert on death overnight. It's about taking one small step toward living a more aware and appreciative life. What is one thing you can do today to appreciate your life more? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video insightful, please hit the like button and subscribe to DreamAIReview for more deep dives into books that change the way you think. Thank you for watching.